What is up, Aries? Welcome to your weekly general timeless reading. When I say general, I don't mean it's always going to be a general reading, because I've been getting that a lot lately. It's just whatever you most need to hear from spirit, okay? So sometimes it's love, sometimes it's work, sometimes it's something spiritual, you know, whatever floats spirit's boat is what we channel over here. And please keep in mind that energy, time, it's all fluid. So just because you're a female doesn't mean that you're the feminine energy. You can be the masculine energy, because because it's a king or an emperor doesn't mean it's a male. It can be you, ladies, you know. And I also want to say that time is fluid. So this could be something you're experiencing now. It could be something you've already gone through, or something that's coming up, because it is a general reading. They're not personal readings, right? So yeah, let's get into it. Give this video a thumbs up, press that subscribe button, help the channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, I am an intuitive reader, so I do a lot of channeling. And we're going to switch it up again this week. We're doing a lot of changes lately, and it's kind of weird because this is a very personal deck. And if you're part of my Patreon family, you know that I don't use this deck often, and when I do, it's for a freaking reason. And the weird thing is, I always forget the name of this deck, and I don't know, it's just kind of like, I call it my deck. It's called Mystical Wisdom. I bought it on a whim. It's a very like archangel deck, and if you know me, I'm not really religious, but it does have archangels in it. And yeah, so if my voice goes out throughout this reading, I'm not sick. My brother's wedding was last night, and we had fun, and it was cold, so bear with me. But yeah, let's get into this. If you want a personal reading, Reiki session, because I'm a master Reiki practitioner, you can find all of them goodies down below. All the tarot decks, oracle decks I use, all linked in the description box. You want to become a patron, you can find that down below in the description box as well. Let's go ahead and do it. I think I'm going to be doing more jumper spreads moving forward, because you guys seem to be liking that, you know. I'm not going to be taking all the cards that come out. As soon as I said jumpers, they all flew. Oh my lord, anytime I say it. Learn from those who inspire you. Legends. Okay, so they want me to bring up why I'm doing this. So I've been talking a lot on Patreon about how October is going to be a big month of integration. So, okay, we're already getting into a channel here. I'm just going to warn you guys, by the end of September, the last week of September, and keep in mind this is a timeless reading, but I know most of you watch this the time I upload it. The last week or two of September, it's going to kind of be Saturn's last squeeze on us, right? Because Saturn's about to go direct, and Saturn's a lot of constriction, a lot of restriction. It's the master maker. It's testing your resilience. It's like, here, let me test you. Let me test you. So you're going to have a lot of people pushing your buttons. You're going to have a lot of tension. You might have things that are slowing down, stagnating, maybe speeding up, and testing to see how much you're actually going to push yourself to complete those tasks or projects. Or maybe your manifestations are coming through, and it's like, come on, you manifested it. Are you really going to put in the time and effort to actually pursue that goal now, right? So legends, learn from those who inspire you. For a lot of you, I think this is all about your manifestations coming in. Bear with me. Let's make it a little brighter, because here comes the sun coming down. Okay. There we go. Ta-da! Look, it's bright all of a sudden. Let's use spellcasters. But yeah, we're going to be going into a lot of integration. So if you're really emotional the last 2 weeks of September, you're not losing your mind. You're not losing your mind. But just stay grounded. Just be really mindful of it. If you have people in your life that you know push your freaking buttons, I'd advise you to maybe just keep your damn distance. Just keep your distance from them, okay? Let's see what's going on with my Aries for this upcoming... No, oh, I almost said upcoming week. I really did. I'm doing a timeless spirit. We're not doing that. What does Aries most need to know? What does Aries most need to know right now? Show me what I need to see for Aries. What does Aries most need to know right now? I literally just heard pull the clip, and they showed me a grenade. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know that phrase. I have zero military background, so I heard pull the clip, and they showed me a grenade. Pull the clip. It feels okay, and now they're saying it's time to get started. So some of you, yeah, your manifestation's coming in, and it's almost like, okay, here it is, and it's happening a lot faster, a lot quicker than expected. Wow, you're getting a lot. Okay, so the new moon in Virgo probably all started around the new moon in Virgo that we just had, and that's what new moons do. It's a new cycle. I'm excited for you guys. It's going to be really fast in October that we're getting into. I know I keep saying it's a timeless reading, but they're being very specific, so I'm always going to tell you what's up. I'm not going to blow smoke, right? It's your message. Oh, your first 4 cards are all major arcana, guys. And your overall energy is the High Priestess, spirituality, the higher self. And then underneath it is the beginning stages of building, the Page of Pentacles. It's literally, okay, come on, you manifested this. Now tap into your higher self and start building. Because that's you literally staring at your higher self like, you want me to do what? What do you want me to do? You want me to start building. Okay, what do you want me to do with this pentacle? I'm sorry. You want me to create? Create what? What I manifested? Now? Really? Already? I love it, actually. I think it's just catching you off guard because it's not that it looks different. I think it's just intense. I think it's just really intense. I'm excited for you though. It feels great. I don't think you were expecting it so soon. I think it really snuck up on you. Because it's not that it was soon. It's just that I think time went by a lot faster. And 2020 didn't go by fast. I think this manifestation just snuck up on you. We have Justice in reverse, and then we have the Hangman, so Libra, and then Neptune, Pisces energy with the Hangman. This is just that sneaking up on you energy. Like things weren't working out. They weren't working out and you felt in limbo for a long time and then bam, Tower, Judgment, the call, your mission showed up. Massive transformation, sudden change. Okay, here's your manifestation. Here's your mission. Here's your soul's purpose. There it is. And it's so funny because on my Patreon channel, most of the monthlies I've been doing have all been about the mission. October is a massive month in regards to what your mission, your soul purpose is. So for those of you that are used to tarot readers that do a lot of like, and no offense to other readers at all, right? It's just, we all relay messages differently. And I do get a lot of like very spiritual messages sometimes. And I know I'm relatively new to the YouTube community. So if you're new to my channel, this is gonna be a spiritual read. So just giving you a heads up. If you're struggling to follow, I'm gonna do my best to try and keep you in the loop. So when I say your mission, your soul's here to fulfill a purpose of some sort, right? Whether that's putting on a clown suit, being a clown, whether it's being a football coach, whether it's being a reader, whether it's being a therapist, a mentor, a teacher, a police officer, you know, a pastor, environmentalism of some sort, you know, whatever it is to you, whatever your soul, your passion lies, it's what's going to resonate with you on a deep level. So let's say you were a telemarketer at some point, you were in digital marketing, and you're like, oh my gosh, I make a lot of money, and it's like, it's great, but you weren't happy doing it, and then your soul really wanted to do something else like tarot, and then one day you quit your corporate job, and your whole family's like, you're never going to make money doing tarot, and all of a sudden you have a tarot business. That's your soul's purpose. You get what I'm saying? It's going to align to you because it's what your soul's meant to do. Some of you are finding out what that is, and it's going to pick up. It's, wow, that's a good snap. Okay. And that's what's happening right now. The Tower is the sudden realization. It's the sudden change. It's the Tower is not always a horrible thing. This is that boom, sudden shift, right? And Judgment, it's not only, it can be decisions. It's like, okay, I know my purpose. I'm quitting my job. It could also be like, oh, that's my calling. It's the judgment. It's the soul's call. And it's that I'm going to go do this now. And it's dropping the burden of the things that don't serve your truth, right? Oh, that's not my truth. That's not where my soul lies. It's not what I want to be part of. 10 of Wands with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Whew. How many minutes are we in? Already 10 minutes. I'm sorry. That was a big channel for you, but it had to be said. It had to be said. So just to recap the signs, because I got really carried away with in there. We got the Page of Pentacles, which is all the earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy, Justice, Libra, Hangman, Neptune, Pisces, Tower, which is Mars, Aries, could also be Scorpio, Judgment, Pluto, Scorpio, Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then we have Sagittarius with the 10 of Wands. Whew. Okay. So I'll take a big inhale. We good. We good. Okay. I just reorganized all my tarot decks this morning because I was doing a personal reading. And I picked up one of them, and I heard in my head, count the cards, count the cards. Sure enough, I counted the cards, and there was only 73. No, what was it? Yes, 73? Yeah, I was missing a lot of cards. They were all stuck, scattered, so I reorganized all my cards. So bear with me. Why this deck? Really? That's a weird combo. I don't know how I feel about that. No, I don't want to use this one. Let's use spellcasters, please. For those of you asking why I didn't want to use that deck, my decks have specific like energy meanings to them. This feels very spiritual, so I want to use Witch's Tarot because this is another very spiritual deck. That other deck is a newer deck, so I don't really know how I feel about it yet. So far, it's been a very like fragile, empathetic kind of deck. It didn't fit to me. I need to separate these a little better. Let's bring them down here so you guys can see them. Okay, so let's check out your overall, this High Priestess. I do want to keep the page attached to it. I find it very funny. It's literally you looking at this High Priestess like, I'm sorry, it's time already? Really? You want me to do that now? But I have so much going on. But this relationship just came in. But that person's here. But I have to do this. But I just started that commitment. It's kind of like that. And it's just like, well, you know, well, you asked for it and it's here. I'm excited for you. This is a good thing though. It's going to be different for all of you. Some of you it is a relationship. So you're going to know as we get into the clarifiers. Justice. Libra energy. Knight of Wands. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Six of Pentacles. Some of you really don't think you're deserving of it though. Some of you are looking at it like that's meant for me. That's meant for me. Which is very strange because it's not what I'm getting from the card. It's immediately what I hear in my head is you think it's just this feeling of very second guessing. Like, I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know if I can handle that because it's overwhelming at first. And it's the initial, it's because it's almost like as if you're accustomed to a night energy. You're very passionate about it. You want to go after it. And Spirit's like, come on, you can handle it. You can handle it. You can balance it. I promise you. You're being very supported by the divine with Justice here. It's not only saying that it's going to bring balance into your life, but it's a very supportive energy, almost like holding you up, like you've got it. It's that support. It's just that support. I don't take it as legalities going well and things like that. It doesn't have anything to do with the basic tarot meaning of justice. It feels like a very supportive energy. Like, I got your back. You're okay. Because this feels like second guessing, because the Knight of Wands is almost a very it's not someone who feels very stable. It's someone who feels a little scattered energetically, right? And with the Six of Pentacles, it's an imbalance. It's an imbalance of energy with the Knight of Wands, especially. It's non-committal. It's a non-committal energy for sure, because the Knight of Wands is known as the player in tarot. On top of that. And then Six of Pentacles in reverse, I typically take that as someone who's not energetically open to receiving, but it has this energy of not deserving enough. I don't feel deserving enough. And it's because whoever this is, almost they see themselves as a knight still, instead of this High Priestess, very intuitive, very elevated energy. And you manifested this. You brought this in. Your purpose wouldn't be coming to you if energetically you weren't prepared for it. Okay? Some of you are, I can hear calling the bluff, calling the bluff. Some of you are very skeptical of it. So I need you to recognize how much work you've been doing on yourself. Some of you have been looking for that validation in your family and friends and you haven't been getting it, and it makes you doubt the work you've been doing. You need to really look in the mirror at yourself and say, you know what, I've been effing killing it. I've been doing the work. I've been doing the damn work, and I deserve a pat on the back for doing it, regardless of what other people in my environment have been saying. You've been doing it. And only you can pass judgment on you. Damn, I look pasty against this white wall with a white shirt right now. Just had to say it because I made the brightness. I fixed the brightness so that I might have to adjust it down a notch because we can't be looking too pasty. You gotta have a little. There we go. Okay, just a little bit, a little bit. Let's look at the High Priestess for my Aries. I love this. It's okay to drop the burden. It's okay to, I'm not telling you to quit your job. I want to be very clear. This is not me telling you to quit your job. This is not me telling you to quit your job. But for those of you who might be contemplating that for a long time, your higher self, if that's your intuition saying, I gotta go, I gotta leave this situation, I gotta leave this relationship, this job, this circumstance, your higher self is like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know it. Intuitively, you know it. Because it's not your truth. It's not what's meant for you. Don't be like, well, that tarot reader on YouTube. Because again, it's a general reading. And you got free will. That lovely thing of free will. Wow, yeah, because look whatever this situation, whatever your Ten of Wands is, whether it be people, whether it be a job, whether it be a relationship, all it is emotional distress, anxiety, fear, and burden. Burden. And you know it, but you ignore it. You leave it behind the curtain. You're like, oh, I'm going to hide it. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to leave that behind my higher self. I'm just going to disregard it. Because I don't really want to deal with it because change is a little scary. It's a little scary, you know? So let's look at justice. You're so close. It's like you're the fool right now on the edge of the cliff. You're like, I know I should take that leave. I don't know if I really want to, but I know I should. Okay, on Justice in reverse, you got Temperance in reverse. So 2 cards of imbalance. This is what you're thinking about. How do I restore it? How do I get my justice? And Spirit's all around you. Look at all the divinity. You got major arcana all over the place, Aries. By the way, this is Sagittarius energy. Some of you, again, that Saturn energy, they're bringing that up to me. It's because at the end of September, you're still doing the last little bit of healing you need to do to release this Ten of Wands, whatever this Ten of Wands is. I just heard the boost of confidence, you know. I meant to say you need. They're telling me you already know what to do. Sorry. So that was like me trying to speak, but my channel coming through at the same time. That happened actually for the first time a few days ago on Patreon. I was like, that's never happened before. Welcome to my experience of integration. We're all going through it, I promise. You got the World on this, and now you got the Ace of Wands. Exactly. So basically, you have to close out this Ten of Wands cycle, and that's what you're happening. Stop. Please stop. Please stop right now. And that's what's happening because you are evolving into the Emperor energy, that very divine masculine creator energy, right? Because you've already manifested. You've done the feminine, the Empress, which is give birth. You've manifested your new beginning. It's here. The Emperor is what builds and sustains. And that's the Page, the masculine energy, right? So Spirit's kind of like, okay, now it's time to start building. But here's the problem. You need to, if this is fear about the building, if this is the stress about building, about getting started, or really putting your foot on that gas pedal and saying, okay, the time is now. Because here's the thing, for those of you where you've started a business and now it's actually picking up and it's like, oh shit, well, how am I going to do this? You started the business knowing this day was going to come. You started the business knowing you were going to take on this challenge, and you started the business knowing that you could fucking do it. And Spirit's giving it to you because you can handle it, right? And everybody else, whether your situation's different or not, it's the same exact situation. It's coming because you can handle it, because you're capable. I'm only saying a business because a lot of you it is a business. A lot of you it is in regards to finance. It is in regard to stability at home. And you manifested it. And it's kind of like, I can feel this energy of bugging out a little bit and a little like scattered anxiety and overwhelm in the head. Just take a breath, sit down, write out a calendar, put it in your phone calendar, stare at it in a monthly view, a weekly view, a daily view, and take it day by day. Hell, I got it in this calendar, I got it in my phone calendar, my computer calendar, I have a notebook right here, all over the place. I feel you. It will all work out though. You need to not get in here. That's Saturn. That's Saturn and Mars right now. It will pass, I promise you. Aries energy with the Emperor, though. That's your energy. You're about to step into your own divine power. Just give it time, though. So let's check out the Hangman. They're telling me no. It's going to be redundant. It's going to be the same thing. It's just not time yet. You're in the in-between. That's what this is about. The in-between. So we don't need to clarify that. Let's check out the Tower. The Tower. Okay, interesting. I'm going to do a different deck for the Tower and Judgment. We're going to do them last. I want to do the Ten of Wands. I'm going to see what your burden is. They're showing me the Ten of Swords. It's the Five of Wands in reverse. So a lot of conflict. The Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords. the wounded warrior. It's almost like you're telling yourself, but this is where I belong because all my friends are there. It's what my family expects of me. This is probably like that stereotypical 9-to-5 job. Yeah, but it doesn't make me happy and it doesn't resonate with my soul, because between the 5 and the 3 is the 2 of Cups, the soul energy. It doesn't make me happy. 5 of Cups in reverse. But my family expects it, and they think it's what makes me happy, and they think it's what's expected of me. A lot of you, it's a corporate job. It's a job. I can't shake that. It feels like a job. It feels like an obligation of some sort, like an expectation that somebody else has for you, even if it's like a societal view. Like, this is what's expected of me, whether it be a religion, whether it be a job, whether it be a family expectation, or a certain degree in college. Like, if your parents expected you to be a doctor, but you want to be, I don't know, an engineer or a makeup artist or a freaking hairstylist, or if you don't even want to go to college, you know, whatever floats your boat. Kind of like that, and it's just dropping it because it's your life, right? It's not their life. They want me to use Rider Waite on the Tower and Judgment, so guess what? We're gonna use Rider Waite. You guys are getting a long read today. Let's look at the Tower. Clarified by the Tower. Just validating when, okay, so if you're, again, new to my channel, when I get the same card in the same position, it just validates for me as a reader that the channel I've been getting for the read is the correct channel, right? So it is about your mission. It is about following your own soul's path and not letting other people deter you from what you truly want, right? Because there's a lot of, it's not a need for external validation, but it's manipulating your own path because other people aren't validating your path, right? And I guess that kind of is wanting their validation of it, but it's trying to like get both at the same time. It's like, I want my cake and eat it too. It's like, I want my path, but I just wish you would support me on it. I wish you would like just tell me that you're proud of me. I wish you would be okay with this. Like, how can I get you to be cool that I want to be a musician, or I want to be an artist, and like, I don't want to go to med school, or I don't want to do this job anymore, or I'm not happy here, or for some of you, I don't want kids, you know, like some heavy shit. Yeah, you're like, I want to fight for this. This is what I want. You're very, and a lot of you are very in your power in the sense of like defending what you want. That's a very defensive energy, but it's also the card of bravery, the 7 of Wands. I really like that. Let's look at Judgment, what the call is. Oh, it's clear as day. That's what it is. Oh, and then we get the 6 of Wands. Yeah. So you have the 6 of Wands and the Lovers in reverse. Some of you are going to have to drop these people. You're going to have to drop these people that are basically telling you otherwise. They're telling you to go against your intuition. They're telling you to go against what your path is. And that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard, but it's only because it's taking away your personal power. Whew, Aries, this is a heavy one, but I'm going to stop it there because it's 23 minutes, but this is what I have for you. And I love you, and I'm excited for you because this is a bomb-ass read, and you got a crazy mission coming, and, you know, don't let people deter you from what you want to do, because you get to do this go-around once. You got free will. Be smart about it, because we still have a 3D world we got to maneuver, but you can do that and still follow your soul on the same path, right? Be your own boss. I love you, and like, share, subscribe. Check out Patreon if you want some more messages kind of like this, because this is very similar to a lot of the stuff we chit chat about on Patreon too. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.